and he scores! That's hit deep into left, and that's out of here. Safe.
It will be the Black Cats kicking off to the Hornets to begin this one with the Class 2 District 2 Championship on the line.
Yeah, it was a pretty cool pregame show. Had the national anthem by both schools playing together at the same time. Herculaneum brought their marching band down to play, and Crystal City played at the same time. It was kind of a cool touch to the night.
Kind of a show of unity. And here we get set for the kick as the Black Cats let it fly, and it's going to be a squib kick. It can be taken by one of the up men from the 30-yard line, sidestepping a man to the 35, backtracking, coming near side corner to the 40-yard line, ahead of the 50, and run out of bounds. It's Anthony Kloss on the return, and he brings it into Herculaneum territory, and they'll start around the Herky 47-yard line.
I'm not sure that's what Herculaneum was thinking when that kick hit the ground the first time. Exactly what you don't want to do is give another team that good of fielding position on the first kickoff.
Herculaneum's offense, or Crystal City's offense, excuse me, a line of Paul Spiker, Bobby Sullivan, Jacob Linderer, Kenny Abernathy, John Cole. Quarterbacking Nick Rothweiler with receivers Austin Hellwig, Logan Jett, Stacy Thornton, and Anthony Kloss. Landon Prater in at the tailback position. Crystal starting it off with the pistol. It'll be Rothweiler out of the gun, 3 receivers, trips to the right side, 1 to the left. Botch snap on the very first play, and the ball's loose on the turf. And it will be covered up, and Herculaneum has it. And they have it at the Crystal City 40-yard line. A bad snap on the very first play from scrimmage by the Crystal City offense, and they cough it up to Herculaneum.
Yeah, number one bad thing about that is that the quarterback was trying to pick it up and keep running, but he should have just fallen on that immediately when he saw the ball.
Exactly. Just take the loss and don't lose the football.
Because he didn't know who was behind him from Herculaneum.
Wishbone for the Black Cats. Handoff comes to Abate. A little bit of room up the middle for a moment and picks up a couple. Brought down shy of the 45-yard line. About a 4-yard pickup for Abate, the leading rusher for the Black Cats, coming in with over 1,200 rushing yards for the season. Herculaneum's offensive line, Michael Brenniger, Robert Figge, Ryan Partney, Cody Patero, Jimmy Creeley. Dylan Labriere quarterbacking the Black Cats. The 3-man backfield, Frank Abate, Blake Womack, and Tim Shores, Aaron Fuller, and Rex Biddick, the tight ends. Here's Shores off the left side, picks up a couple. He's going to be brought down shy of the first down marker. Shores is able to pick up about 2. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down and about 3 here for the Black Cats. The defense for Crystal City, Ethan O'Shea, Zach Langley, Kenny Abernathy, Bobby Sullivan on the front line. Linebackers Gary Doyle, Logan Jett, Nathan Fisher. Defensive backfield, Austin Hellwig, Austin Shockley, Joey Susan, and Justin Morris. Here's Abate again, handoff up the middle. He's got a couple of yards. He got hit by Hellwig, but moved forward. Might have the first down as he brings it just to the 30-yard line. Let's see if he got it. I think he did, yes. First down run. Abate picks up the 3 yards he needed for the first down. 1st and 10, Herculaneum at the Crystal City 30.
So far, Herculaneum taking advantage of Crystal City's turnover, and they're moving down the field pretty nicely.
3 plays for the first down. That's what they want to do. Play ball control, take some time off the clock, and end result is hopefully some points. Here's Abate, handoff left side. Flags come in as Abate is corralled and brought backwards. Forward progress got him a couple of yards, but we'll see about the penalty. They mark him down around the 33. It's going to be a hold against Herculaneum. This one's coming back. 10 yards from the spot of the foul. That'll make it a first down at about 20. The flag located around the 29-yard line. And Herculaneum, of course, going to lose yardage on this penalty. No score in the early going. Crystal City coughing it up on their first play from scrimmage as they had it at the Herculaneum 48. Botch snap, recovered by the Black Cats in Crystal City Field, on their field, their side of the field. I can spit it out. First down and about 20, as now Herky's going to spread it out a little bit. Twins to each side, as it will be Labriere out of the gun. Abate joining him in the backfield, and Abate gets the handoff, coming near side, looking for an edge, and he gets hit and dropped. No gain on the play, coming up to make the tackle. Looked like it was Hellwig who came up to make the tackle. No gain. Second down.
Anytime you have a penalty that brings you back that far, I mean, you just work so hard to get down the field, the 3 plays, getting that first down, and now you're back to where you were practically when you started. It's really hard to come back and really move down the field without thinking about that penalty.
Again, it's Labriere out of the gun. Gets the snap, fakes the handoff, passes far side. He hits Womack, and he is tackled immediately for a loss. Coming up to make the play, Justin Morris. 2-yard loss as Womack is caught in the backfield. No blocking out in front. And Morris just came right through and made the big tackle.
Herculaneum was really stressing the fact that they were trying to do a play fake there, and I think they were trying to throw off Crystal City so much that he wouldn't need a blocker, but nothing doing there. 1-on-1 coverage, good job by Crystal City defensive man to bring him down. 3rd and
22 now. Fake handoff, Labriere rolls to the near side, looking to throw. Over the middle, he has a man in short yardage. It's Fuller to the far side of the 20-yard line. Down to the 10, tackle down at the 5. Fuller wide open, makes the catch, picks up a big first down on 3rd and 22, and it's going to result in 1st and goal, Herculaneum from the 6-yard line.
Found the guy open on downfield, and nobody there to tackle him.
How about that? Big 3rd down play. Fuller was wide open too. Just a short route, just hanging out over the middle. Catch and run. Crystal City did not have a man on him. Big, huge first down for the Cats. Now Herky goes back to that power formation, running a little wishbone. Womack's the fullback with Abate and Shores both deep. Abate gets the carry off to the left side, right side rather. Second effort will find the end zone. Touchdown, Herculaneum. Abate with a 6-yard run.
That's a 6-yard touchdown run.
Big drive for Herculaneum. They get yards on the first opportunity. Then they had a 3rd and long, converted on the pass play. And Abate finishes it off with a touchdown run.
That was a huge catch by Fuller a couple plays ago to get them where they were.
Extra point attempt has the distance, and it makes its way through. 7-0. Herculaneum on top here in the first quarter with 8:53 to play in quarter number 1. Back in 1 minute for the kickoff here on 1400 KJFF.
Also number 3, Morris. Short kick, recovered by number 81, Aaron Schmidt. Crystal City take over.
Another short kick by Herculaneum, covered up by Crystal City's Aaron Schmidt. And it is the Hornets 1st and 10 on their own 38-yard line with Herculaneum on top 7-0. Handoff to Prater. Room up the middle. Powering his way across the 50-yard line into Herculaneum territory, down at the 47. Franca Abate now looks at another run on the other side for the Hornets, and Landon Prater powering his way for good yards.
Yeah, you want to see that with Crystal City after the botched play they had on their first possession. You definitely want to see that kind of mentality out of Crystal City right now. Just move the ball downfield as best you can without making those mistakes. And good job by Prater to kind of shove some guys off him as well.
1st and 10, Crystal City at the Herculaneum 47. Out of the pistol formation, 3 receivers to the near side. Rothweiler gets the snap, hands off, and whistles and a flag. Several flags come in. As a matter of fact, somebody may have moved too soon. That's what I'm assuming is going to be the call here.
Prior to the snap.
Yep. False start against Crystal City, illegal procedure as they call it in the high school ranks. And that'll move the ball back across the 50 to the Crystal City side at the 48. Crystal City 6-3 record coming in. Herculaneum 7-2. Both teams went 3-1 in conference play. This is a conference game as well as a district contest, of course. Rothweiler out of the gun. Looks to pass near side, and he overshoots Stacy Thornton incomplete. Just trying to swing it into the flat near side and overshot him. Too much on it. It was a forward pass. 2nd and 15.
Yeah, Rothweiler's got to remember how tall Thornton is. He's not 6'4". He wouldn't be able to catch that one.
Stacy is listed at, well, they don't have his height in there actually, but he's not the tallest kid in the world, that's for sure. But he's quick. Rothweiler brings Thornton in motion, fakes the handoff to him, back looking to pass. Swings it near side. He's got a man wide open. Hellwig makes the catch at the 35, and he's to the 30-yard line. Tackle there. First down catch, Austin Hellwig. And the Hornets move the chains.
Talked about him before the game, and he was going to be one of those go-to guys for Rothweiler. Right there, he was looking for him the whole time. No doubt about it. That play was meant for Hellwig right there.
Yeah, they got Stacy listed at 5'8". I don't know if that's right.
Yeah, that's being a little
5'6".
That's a little bit generous. So. That's being generous, I would have to say.
Rothweiler out of the pistol again, hands off to Prater. Nope, tuck and run. Near side of the 20-yard line, 20. Down to the 15, run out of bounds, shy of the 10-yard line. First down run for Nick Rothweiler. They mark him out at the 12. 1st and 10 Hornets as they look to answer the Herculaneum touchdown scored just a moment ago. They're moving the ball nicely.
Yeah, they've definitely been able to mess with Herculaneum's defense right now, even after having that box play on the first drive, as we've mentioned.
Rothweiler out of the gun. Hands off to Prater. Prater trying to run to the right corner. Looking, trying to get to the 10-yard line. Still on his feet. Holding that football a little carelessly, but he was tackled at the 10. That was a possible disaster coming up with the way he was holding the ball. But he went down and hung on to it. Only about a 2-yard run for Prater. It brings up 2nd and 8.
Yeah, you really got to be careful, like you said, about holding that ball the way he was. It was kind of, he really wasn't tucking it in very well with all those guys around him from Herculaneum side.
That Black Cat defensive line of Figge, Partney, Creeley, and Patero. Linebackers Smith, Biddick, Womax, and McDermott. Dylan Labriere in the defensive backfield along with Abate and Aaron Fuller. And a holding call actually against the Hornets on the play. We'll push them back. Saw a very huge holding call against Herculaneum in their drive. They were able to come back from that and score. And now let's see what the Hornets do as they get called for the hold and they're pushed back to the 20.
Yeah, very similar drives as what they've had right now, although Crystal City's had to make some more ground.
Rothweiler fakes the handoff, looking to pass. Near side, he's got a man open. Hellwig at the 12, down to the 5. Still on his feet, fighting for the end zone. Touchdown, Crystal City.
He carried a guy 5 yards right there, Ryan. Hellwig carried a guy practically on his leg in the end zone.
Coach Stan Helms said it perfectly when I talked to him earlier this week. He said this could be a high-scoring game. Well, both teams have now found the end zone in the first 4.5 minutes of this quarter. So I think that was a safe call to make. Extra point attempt, line drive kick. Misses off to the left side. It's 7-6. And missed extra point by the Crystal City Hornets keeps them trailing, but only by 1. It's 7-6. We're back in 1 minute for the kickoff next on 1400 KJFF. Fumble on the return, but picked up by Abate at the 20-yard line, still fighting across the 30, and finally brought down around the 33. So that's where Herculaneum will begin the next drive, leading Crystal City 7-6. So far, both teams executing very well on offense.
The only thing you could probably say that Crystal City's wanting back is that drive, that first opportunity they could have had get down the field a little more. First play, get the fumble, but they turned around and done a good job to score, come back from that. It's not easy to do that, and have a turnover like that on your first play and then come back and then score on your next possession.
Under center is Labriere. Handoff to Shores, up the middle. Gets hit and pushed backwards after a few yards. He brings it to the 35, a pickup of 2 for Shores. Tim Shores came in with 1,084 yards and 13 touchdowns total for the season. 13 rushing touchdowns, actually, for Shores. Held in check there, only 2 yards. That touchdown pass by Rothweiler is 25th touchdown pass of the season. And handoff, Abate up the middle. Little misdirection by Herculaneum, and Abate brought down around the 38-yard line. Brings up about a 3rd and 5, about 3-yard pickup for Abate. 3rd down and 5 coming up for Herculaneum. A big 3rd down conversion attempt coming up here for the Cats. Back under center with a wishbone is Labriere. Fakes to one man, now gives to Abate. Abate near side of the 40-yard line. He's across the 50, down the right sideline, 30, 20, 10, 5, touchdown, Abate, touchdown, Herculaneum. Frank Abate, his 2nd score already in the ball game, and that was a long run.
That's 62 yards right there, Brian.
Frank Abate increases the advantage for the Black Cats.
Sorry about that, Ryan. He got a huge block to get that huge opening right on the right side. It was a great play by Herculaneum altogether. Their line held up the whole time, and it was perfect for Abate to just run right around him and go straight to the end zone. Perfectly executed play there by Herculaneum.
Extra point attempt has the distance. It's through. Herculaneum now on top, 14-6 over Crystal City. We'll take a break. Back in 1 minute. So far, it's beginning to become a shootout. Back after the break for the kickoff. Next on KJF.
Blackcats will be number 18, Blake Romax. Back to receive for the Hornets, number 21. Stacy Thornton and number 4, Joey Sousa.
Short kick and a pretty good return. Coming awfully close to breaking that and taking it all the way was Austin Shockley. He's tackled in Herculaneum territory at the 45, right between the 45 and 44-yard line. Excellent field position here for the Hornets. Herculaneum with the lead at the moment, 14-6.
Now on that return, he was trying to get the blockers in front of him so he could get some more yardage out of that after a short kick. Probably only went for 30 yards or so, maybe 40 at the most.
Trips to the near side for the Hornets. Out of the pistol formation again is Rothweiler. Backs up, looking to throw. Throws to the near side. He's got a man open. It's Hellwig at the 35, up to the 30. Sidestepping, still on his feet. Finally brought down around the 27. Austin Hellwig. First down reception. Another big catch for Hellwig.
Yeah, he's starting to rack him up now.
He's catches wide open, too, every time.
Oh, yeah. I'm surprised that Herculaneum isn't keeping more of a sharp eye on him. I mean, he is there. I think he has the most yardage receiving, right, for Crystal City?
Him and Thornton were pretty much neck and neck going into today. Trips now to the right side. Handoff to Prater. A little bit of room up the middle, and then he is dumped shy of the 25. Maybe 2 on the play for Landon Prater. Brings up second down at about 8. It's 2nd and 9, maybe just a yard there for Prater. Crystal City trying to answer after Herculaneum just took a 14-6 advantage. We're just past the halfway point of this first quarter, too. So far, it's the offenses.
Yeah.
Rothweiler out of the gun. Gets the snap. He's going to run, and he is going to be sacked. Nowhere to go. Creeley comes in to make the big play. backfield. Rottweiler was a designed run, and Jimmy Creeley broke through and brought him down for a big loss.
Huge loss there. A loss about 7 yards as well, and that's going to cause some troubles for Crystal City right now.
And they're looking at 3rd down and about 14 after the loss. 3rd and long coming up here for the Hornets. Trips again to the right side for the Crystal City formation. Rothweiler looks to the sideline, gets the call, and he's ready to take the snap. Pump fakes, now he's looking over the middle. Flushed out of the pocket, he lets it go across the middle, the jet incomplete. In and out of his hands, some contact there, but no flags.
Yeah, Blake DeMermott on that one, number 65. Looks like he had his hands on the receiver before he caught the ball. A little bit of contact there. It's questionable, but no flag.
4th down now and 14 after the no call.
Sometimes it's tough for the referees to see exactly what kind of contact was made if they were both pushing or whatever it may be, but
see what happens now on 4th and long as they're going for it. Too far away for a field goal. Pass to the near side, incomplete. Even if it was caught cleanly, it would have been well short of a 1st down. Hellwig, incomplete pass to Austin. And Herculaneum will now take over on downs on their own 31-yard line.
Herculaneum scores right here. They have an edge over Crystal City.
No question.
Because it would just show, what Herculaneum's got over them right now. It's been kind of a back and forth deal. You score, I score, you score, I score. But now it's a little bit different.
Herculaneum goes under center. Hand off to Shores, trying to get to the corner left side. A little bit of room there. Gets around his down to the 40, down to the 50-yard line. Into Crystal territory, bumped out of bounds inside the 40s. Tim Shores knocked out at the 39-yard line. Big run for Shores, and Herculaneum is on the move just like that.
Doesn't take long for Herculaneum to move down the field. That's another big running play by Herculaneum. They already had one earlier tonight. Abate, 62 yards. That was a touchdown.
That one good for about 29.
Yep.
Shores picks up a 1st down for Herculaneum.
1st and 10, Herculaneum at the Crystal City 41.
Yeah, Crystal City's going to be in trouble if they keep loading up those big runs.
Here's Abate. Looking for a little bit of help. He's dragged down after a short game. He was looking for that hole to open up, and nothing really got open that time. Langley in on the tackle for the Hornets after a 2-yard pickup by Abate.
Looking at the score sheet, his last one, 62, and this one, 2. That's how it goes sometimes.
You can tell that those bursts of speed is what has really helped Shores and Abate get the running yards that they've had this year.
If they can get 10 or 5 or 10 yards past the line of scrimmage, they have a chance to boost.
Under center is Labriere, and he goes to Shores now running left. He escapes one man and then upended. Good recovery by the Hornets on defense. It looked like Shores was going to shoot for that open spot, had an open hole there, but then got brought down pretty quickly. He does pick up a couple more. Picked up about 5, and it's 3rd and about 3. A little less than 3 coming up. Back to the bone again are the Cats. It's Shores up the middle, spins away from one man. He'll pick up the 1st down. Tackled inside the 30, around the 27. 1st down run for Shores. The Black Cats move the sticks.
That was a great run by Shores right there. I thought he was going to be brought down, and all of a sudden he spins away from that and gets the 1st down and more. Great job from him to use those legs and keep moving. Sometimes it's tough to have that vision when you're about to get tackled. All of a sudden, you just spin out of that. Good vision there.
Here's Abate running to the near side corner. He gets corralled in the backfield, brought down. That was Langley again. Brings him down for a short loss. About 2-yard loss there for Abate. That was good coverage and good job of penetration there by the Crystal City offensive or defensive line.
That's one of the only times tonight, as that's the first time that Herculaneum has had a loss of yardage while going on the ground tonight.
Second down and 12. Labriere gets the snap. Fake to one now. He rolls out looking to pass. Dumps it near side. Abate makes the catch.
Labriere's pass intended for number 21, Abate. Incomplete. Bringing up his third down and 12 for Herculaneum.
Third down and 12 coming up for Herculaneum. Again, they go to that Maryland I, and now they spread it out. Twins to each side. Shores in the backfield with Labriere. They fake the handoff to him. Labriere looking left, throws. Ball is caught shy of the 20-yard line by Womax. Not good enough for the first down, but he gets a good chunk of yardage to make it fourth down and about 6 coming up. Got a couple of scores to pass along. St. Genevieve up 12-7 on Park Hills. Valley 7-0 over Chaffee. These are all in the first quarter. Windsor 7-0 over Bishop DeBerg. DeSoto 7-0 over Hillsboro. Festus and Afton, no score. That's still towards the end of the first quarter. And then Perryville actually leading 6-0 on Cape Girardeau, Cape Central. Pass to the near side, deflected, almost intercepted by Hellwig on fourth down. And now we see the Black Cats turn it over. Back to Crystal City. Crystal City failed on a fourth down play deep in Herculaneum territory, and now Herculaneum fails deep into Crystal City territory on fourth down.
Well, this keeps it back to the even playing field. Crystal City has a chance to redeem themselves after turning it over on downs, like you just mentioned. It'll be interesting to see what Crystal City's momentum here is, because you never know. After a couple of dead plays, it could be kind of tough to bring back everything. Uh-oh.
Ball may be loose on the field as Thornton's trying to cover it up in the backfield at the 15-yard line. Looked like a bad exchange, and we'll see who's got the football. And I think Crystal City maintains possession. Big loss, though. It's going to be about a 7-yard loss. It brings up 2nd and 17 after the fumble. Could have been a disaster there for Crystal City, but they averted that, but still took a big loss.
Yeah, it was just a botched snap, ball dropped, nobody dropped on the ball fast enough.
Rothweiler pass is tipped, and diving for it, falling incomplete. Skylar Smith had a shot at an interception, but just couldn't bring it in. Incomplete pass brings up 3rd and 17. Another possible turnover that almost happened.
Hellwig right there turned into a defensive player as he just came in and whapped that ball away. Good job by him to understand what was going on, because that ball got tipped and the line.
You just never know.
Yeah.
Whenever that ball gets tipped, it seems to always favor the defense.
Yep.
Because they got the perfect look at it because they're coming from the other direction.
Yep, and they're not turned around. Yep.
Rothweiler slips, trying to get out of it. He comes loose at the 10-yard line up to the 15, and he runs out of bounds around the 25. Not enough for the first. He's going to be about 7 yards short of that. He does run for about 10 yards, but it brings up 4th down, and Crystal more than likely is going to have to punt. Rothweiler is the punter. Yes, that's going to be it for the first quarter. We'll see what the Hornets do, more than likely punting away when we start the second. After one quarter, 14-6, Herculaneum leading Crystal City here on 1400 KJFF. We begin the second quarter. Herculaneum on top of Crystal City, 14-6. Updated score, DeSoto leading Hillsboro, start of the second quarter, 13-0. Big game there. Here it's Crystal City having to punt the football away, and the kick comes to the near side, takes a bounce, goes out of bounds right around the 40-yard line in Herculaneum territory. No return for the Black Cats, and then they mark it out right at the 40. Black Cats now with a chance to go up by 2 scores. They failed just a little bit ago on a 4th down play, but Crystal City could not get anything going with that last drive.
Yeah, the way both teams are able to score in this game right now, Herculaneum, if they want to, take an edge over Crystal City right now, they need to score on this drive. But Crystal City has had 2 dead drives right in a row, and it's tough to have that, and even a botched snap in there. So they just need to recover and get back on offense and do some things right there.
Here's Abate off the right side, still on his feet, still moving. Finally, it takes a crowd of Crystal City defenders to bring him down around the 47-yard line. Good run. 7-yard pickup for Abate. 2nd down and about 3 coming up.
That guy just keeps moving and moving. I mean, he hit the pack 5 yards back of the initial, he got 5 yards after the initial contact when he hit that pack.
Under center, Labriere takes the snap, and he gave to the fullback, Womack, and he just gets across the 50. It looks like he's got enough for the first. Blake Womack will pick up 3 yards and a first down for the Black Cats.
And right now, Herculaneum is able to mix things up because they've had success with both Shores and Abate. That Crystal City is looking for them right now. And you switch it up right now with Womack. That was a pretty good call.
Labriere will go under center with a wishbone. Gets the snap, and he hands off to Shores coming to the near side to the 45-yard line, 40. Still on his feet, tackled out of bounds inside the 35 to the 33. Tim Shores with another impressive run. Seems like he gets to that near side corner, trying to get to that left side, and Crystal City's having a hard time getting to him.
Yeah, and
that's like the 3rd time we've seen him run to that side of the field and picking up big yardage.
And he's able to do that because of the good offensive line that Herculaneum has had tonight. They've really stepped up to the plate tonight and held their blocks and not been pushed back very much at all.
Womack goes to Abate this time. He's trying to get to the right corner, and Hellwig can't make the tackle, and he escapes at the 30-yard line to the 20. 10, 5, touchdown. A broken tackle leads to a long touchdown run for Abate, his 3rd touchdown of the ball game. Hellwig had a chance to bring him down in the backfield. He escaped, and off to the races he goes.
And Hellwig is known for being a decent tackler as well, and I'm kind of shocked that he didn't bring him down. He just kind of slipped out somehow. Thought he had him near the ankles, but Hellwig couldn't bring him down, and there's a touchdown.
Kick just has enough on it, makes it through, and Herculaneum increases their lead. They're on top of Crystal City, 21-6. Back in 1 minute on 1400 KJFF. Herculaneum on top 21-6 over Crystal City. 10:30 to play in the second quarter. The squib kick fielded by one of the up men for the Hornets. Across the middle, some good room there. Finally popped down right around midfield. Susan on the return. Took a little shot there at the end, but a nice return to the 49-yard line. Crystal City down 21-6.
I think it was Mr. Matt Stout on that one. He just came up and popped him. Went straight down to the ground.
A lot of times you get the youngsters out there on the special teams coverage, and that was one of the young guys for Herky that stepped up with a little shot there.
Yeah, he's weighing in at 220 pounds at 5'7". Big boy.
Prater up the middle, picks up a couple. Delayed handoff. Prater gets across the 50 to the 49 in Herculaneum territory. Closer to the 48, about a 2-yard gain.
Well, this is kind of the difference right now. Prater's only had 4 touches in the game, and if you look at the flip side, Herculaneum's Abate alone has had 10, including a 62-yard touchdown and a 33-yard touchdown.
And a 30.
Yeah.
He has all 3 touchdowns.
That's right. And the 6, yeah, excuse me. There.
Rothweiler gets the snap. Prater gets the handoff, running up the middle, escapes one tackler, still on his feet, brought down shy of the 40. Right at the 39, he's close to the first down marker, but I think he's a little bit short.
Just shy of the first down marker.
Good 8 yards there for Prater. 3rd and 1 coming up for Crystal City. Hornets trying to get back in it. They don't want to fall behind big early, although they do have a quick striking offense. You just don't want to fall behind by more than 2 scores. Rothweiler out of the gun. Gets the snap. He's going to run it himself, and he is not going to make it. Brought down by the linebackers. Leading the way, number 57, Cody Botero, to bring Rothweiler down for no gain. 4th down and 1. Big decision here for the Hornets. I think they're going to go for it.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of a, I don't know. What do you think? I'm thinking in my mind, okay, maybe go for it, but I don't know.
Rothweiler gets the snap. Prater has the handoff, spins away from a tackler, and it looks like he may get it. The forward progress, I think, got him around the 40-yard line before he was pushed backwards. He was just shy of the 40. This is going to be close.
They got to bring out the chains in this one. It's going to be very, very close.
No question they're going to bring out the chains. This is going to be huge. Yeah, forward progress got him close to the 40. A late flag just came in as the referee, the head official, was looking back at the Herculaneum sideline. This may be a penalty against the sideline of Herculaneum.
Now this may, if this flag really gets picked up, or if it stays on the field, it may give Crystal City a first down. Is that possible?
Yeah. We'll see. Usually they get a sideline warning first.
He flipped it out pretty quickly.
Yeah, he threw the flag, though. But they still throw the flag even if it is a sideline warning.
Okay.
So this still may not result in penalty yards. All right, they're going to measure this one as they get the spot corrected, and now they'll extend the line, and Crystal City's got it. They have it, nose of the football. First down, Crystal City. Now, a lot of the Herculaneum faithful right in front of us are booing, but I think that was a first down run. Forward progress got Prater that first down.
I think
they got this one right, no doubt about it.
I think the reason they're thinking that is because so many Herculaneum defensive players were on top of him and pushing him back. You would think that maybe it was short, but
again, that's it's forward progress.
Right.
It doesn't matter where you're tackled; it's where the ball got moved forward, and where you go from there doesn't really matter.
Yep.
Unless you reverse field and go back the opposite way, trying to get more yards, then it's a different story.
Yeah. So no word. About to say no word on the penalty, but
yeah, it was just a sideline warning, I'm assuming. 1st and 10, Crystal City. Out of the gun, Rothweiler right in the middle of the field. Trying to escape one man, he's going to be sacked. Brought down in the backfield. Huge sack for the Herculaneum defense. This was Ryan Partney getting a piece of Rothweiler and bringing him down. About a 4-yard loss. It's 2nd and 14.
Crystal still got some downs to play with, though. They can't let that hurt them. They can't let that hurt their mentality to keep moving the ball downfield.
Under 8 minutes to go in the half. Herculaneum still on top, 21-6. Crystal City with an all-important drive here. And it's been a struggle. They bring Thornton in motion. They give him the handoff, running left side, trying to get to the edge. He's inside the 40, 35, run out of bounds around the 33. Good yardage, good pickup for Stacy Thornton. As he gets the handoff, they brought him in motion from the slot receiver spot. They mark him out at the 34-yard line. It's going to bring up a fairly manageable 3rd down and 3.
About a 12-yard gain for Stacy Thornton, brings up 3rd down and a long 3 for Crystal City.
All right, back to the gun in the pistol formation. Rothweiler Gets the snap, looking to throw. Passes near side. He's got Jett wide open over the middle. Brought down at the 25. First down reception for Logan Jett.
Just like that, Crystal City started to move downfield pretty easily. After a nice run by Thornton, which was his first touch of the night on the ground. And now Jett with a catch, reception, good for 10 yards.
Twins to each side as it's 1st and 10. Crystal City at the Herculaneum 25. Rothweiler gets the snap, looking left, now coming back right. Throws, he's got a man wide open. It's Kloss, down to the 10, the 5, brought down at the 4. Anthony Kloss with the catch. Sets up a 1st and goal for the Crystal City Hornets.
Well, Ryan, you mentioned earlier, quick strike offense for Crystal City, and they are really proving that right now. These few plays, they look great right now. They needed this the last 2 drives as well, but now it's happening now, and that's what they need.
1st and goal from the 4. Trips to the left side, Rothweiler. Gets the snap back, looking to throw. Pump fakes, throws over the middle. He's got a man, incomplete. Jett just couldn't hang on to it as it was a low toss from Rothweiler. Incomplete pass brings up 2nd and goal.
That would have been an excellent catch if that was made, but just too short for him to try to catch that ball. I think it hit the turf before he could get his hands on it, though.
Trips again to the left side. One receiver to the near side. Rothweiler gets the snap, and he gives to Prater, and he will walk into the end zone. Touchdown. Herculaneum was thinking that Rothweiler was going to fake and run it himself, but no. He gave it to his big tailback, and Prater runs it in from 4 yards out, and Crystal City is going to be back to within 1 touchdown.
Yeah, Prater was untouched just for that fact because nobody thought he had the ball. All of a sudden, he's in the end zone for Crystal City. Now back in this game.
Touchdown comes with 6 minutes, 55 seconds remaining before halftime.
Might as well go for 2.
They're going for 2. Trips to the left side. Rothweiler's going to look to throw for it. Throws to the corner end zone, far side, caught, and the 2-point conversion good. Logan Jett on the catch. We got ourselves a game again, 21-14. Herculaneum still with the lead, but the Hornets back to within 1 score. Back in 1 minute for the kickoff. Next on 1400 KJFF.
Kicking off for the Crystal City Hornets will be number 21, Stacey Thornton.
Stacey Thornton with the kickoff, and it goes out of bounds near side around the 34. Flag comes in for the illegal kick. I don't think Herculaneum is going to benefit much from this. Usually if the ball's kicked out of bounds, you get it at the 35. So technically they're only going to get a yard because it went out at the 34.
There was a Herculaneum player that thought, maybe I should get this, and he saw it drop, and it took a bounce to go towards the out-of-bounds line, and he thought twice about that, and it was a good decision to let it go out of bounds.
Call illegal procedure against Crystal City. Okay, that's from the kick.
Okay. There goes a balloon.
1st and 10 Herculaneum on their own 35-yard line. Black Cats leading 21-14. Labriere hands off. Room for Abate for a moment, trying to get to the corner. Good ankle tackle by Jett. And it brings down Abate for a short gain of 2. 2nd and 8. Still got a lot of time left in the second quarter. Herculaneum trying to go up by 2 scores again. At the moment, leading 21-14.
Yeah, this game's been going a little bit slower tonight with the power offenses both teams have been able to put on the field tonight.
Here's Shores, hitting the backfield, escapes, and then back to get him, bringing him down, but looked like it might have been a horse collar to bring him down, and a flag comes in. That was Gary Doyle on the tackle. Well, we'll see about the penalty. 2 flags there, one in the middle of the field, the other on the near side. See what the play is going to be as they are going to call face mask against Crystal City. Face mask against the Hornets.
Well, they had 2 flags on the field, so 2 referees saw it. I mean, that's what they saw.
Now, I think they have the 5-yard variety still in the high school ranks.
Okay.
Any touch of the face mask, I know in college it's 15. But they still have incidental contact rules in the high school ranks. So it's a 5-yard penalty, 2nd and 5, coming up for Herculaneum.
That is Crystal City's 4th penalty in the game. Herculaneum only has 2 so far. And really both teams haven't had enough time to cause penalties because the game's been going so quickly on offense for both teams at sometimes.
Here's Abate following a lead blocker off the right side. Picks up good yardage, just shy of the 45. He's going to be about a yard short of the first down. It's going to bring up a 3rd and 1. See what the Cats can do on this 3rd and short. Certainly they're going to power run it. No question about it. The last time these two teams played was in 1999. Herculaneum won that game 55-0. I knew going in we're not going to see a score like that at the end result of this game. And there's Labriere on the keeper, just running it up the middle, picks up some good yardage, easily gets the first. It'll be to the 48-yard line, 1st and 10, Herculaneum. Big games, of course, going across tonight, across the area. A lot of teams playing for their playoff lives this evening, Hillsboro being one of those. Last we heard, 13-0, DeSoto was winning that. Festus and Afton. Festus had to win that game by 10 points to get into the playoffs. There was no score in that game near the end of the first quarter. Here's Shores sidestepping people on his run up the middle, brought down at the 45-yard line in Crystal City territory. Good run for Shores, good for about 7.
Yeah, he did a really good job of kind of moving directions, left, right, and just got through there somehow.
Windsor was another team that had a chance to clinch a playoff spot and even be a district winner tonight. With a win over Bishop DeBerg and a Festus win over Afton would give Windsor the district title. Windsor was up 7-0 early in the first. Labriere hands off Abate up the middle, following a couple of his offensive linemen. Kind of falls for the first down, near the first down, I should say. I think he's just short of it. Yeah, it's going to be 3rd and a half a yard here. Abate picking up about 2.5 there. 3rd and a very, very short half yard coming up for Herky. Black Cats started off this season with wins over Perryville and Beaumont. Dropped their Week 3 game to Valley Catholic, very good team. Got wins over St. Vincent, Grandview, and then lost to Caruthersville in Week 6. And then district play wins over, first their homecoming win over Charleston, then Scott City and St. Pius. Shores coming to the near side, gets the first down to the 40-yard line. Flag in there as well. The Herkies had the kind of the 2 wins and a loss, 2 wins and a loss, and now they come into this game having won 3 straight. The 2 teams that they've lost to, though, are legit. We're going to get a face mask against Crystal City. Herculaneum's first loss came to Valley Catholic, who was number 1 in the state in Class 1 for a number of weeks until they lost to Western a couple of weeks back. And then their other loss was to undefeated Caruthersville. Came into tonight 9-0. So after the face mask penalty, Herculaneum has it 1st and 10 at the Hornet 35-yard line. Going to get a bunch of scores here to pass along in a moment. Labriere under center. Abate up the middle, picks up 4 and then gets hit by a host of Crystal City linebackers and is brought down just shy of the 30. Close to 5 yards there on the run for Abate. See about some of the scores. St. Genevieve still up 12-7 over Central, that's in the second quarter. Valley 14-3 over Chaffee. Farmington leading Sykeston 13-6. Festus leading 15-0 over Afton. Windsor 13-0 over DeBerg. DeSoto 21-7 leading Hillsboro. We'll get back to it in a moment. Here's Shores with the carry. Hit in the backfield. He goes down for a loss. Crystal City got a nice push from their defensive line, and Shores loses a couple of yards. DeSoto, as we mentioned, leading 21-7 over Hillsboro. Potosi 29-14 over North County. Cape Central 7-6 over Perryville. Right now, Festus, though, having to control their own destiny tonight, has their lead right now over Afton by 15. One other score, Dexter up 18-8 on Fredericktown. A little bit of a shocker maybe in that game. Some good ones going around right now.
And all those scores will most likely be completely different by the night's over. That's how it happened last week.
We've got a timeout taken by Herculaneum. We'll take a 30-second break and we'll bring it back here and continue with our coverage in the second quarter with 1:59 to play. It is Herculaneum on top 21-14 here on KJFF. Back to Dr. J.J. Comerford Stadium. Got a good one brewing here. 21-14, Herculaneum on top of Crystal City. As we've said, a lot of great games going on across the region. A lot of teams playing for their playoff lives tonight. These two teams, they both know that they're into the playoffs, but who is going to get the home game? Here's a pitch right side to Abate. He's hit the backfield, nowhere to go. Big loss there as well. Loss of 1 for Abate. And that is going to bring up 4th down and 10, and a big decision here for Coach Helms and the Black Cats. Do they punt or do they go for it on the opponent's 35-yard line?
With just about a minute to go in this quarter, or in this first half, I guess I should say.
They may try to run the clock down as much as they can and maybe go for it. You can see the Black Cats spreading it out again, and that's exactly what they're doing. Twins to each side. Labriere out of the gun. Fakes the handoff, looking to pass near side. He's going to let it go towards the end zone. Got a man. Ball deflected. Did he hang on to it? Down to the 5-yard line. It is a catch. Womack on the reception sets up 1st and goal for the Herky Black Cats.
Pass was a little bit underthrown, but a good job by him to come back and get underneath that ball.
That's a tough catch. Blake Womack making the grab to set up 1st and goal for Herculaneum from just inside the 5-yard line. Labriere hands off. Abate up the middle, now running right. Gets stood up at the 2-yard line. Still fighting, and he goes down. He's down shy of the goal line, but forward progress seems to have gotten him down to the 1. We'll bring up 2nd and goal. 40 seconds remaining in the quarter and remaining before halftime.
You know, more and more I've seen Crystal City been able to stop Abate at least 2 or 3 yards.
Labriere's going to go for it himself on the keeper. He didn't make it. He gets stuffed and pushed backwards. And Herculaneum will call a timeout as it will be a 3rd and goal from the half-yard line. Good job by the Hornets defense there to stop them. And Herky has to call a timeout with 24 seconds remaining before halftime.
Man, that is hard, really hard to do, especially with team threatening in the red zone, pretty much ready to score at will right there. If you're that close, usually you're going to get in, but Crystal City showing they got guts right there and pushing them back. It was a good decision for Herculaneum, I thought, to go with Labriere there. But
try to catch them napping a little bit.
Yeah.
Try to throw something different at them.
It's only happened one other time in this game where they've gone to Labriere.
And they did that on a 1st down push for the most part.
That was a 3rd down conversion, if I remember correctly.
Here it's 3rd and goal from the half-yard line. Crystal City tried to hold Herculaneum out of the end zone. that ball is awfully close to that goal line.
Inches.
Labriere under center. He's going to go for it again, and did he make it? He got hit right on the line. They're checking, and it doesn't look like he made it.
Did he lose the ball?
He may have lost the ball, actually. May have fumbled it, moving too quickly. I saw him go forward, then all of a sudden he started going back.
Yes!
And Crystal City recovered the football. Crystal City recovers a fumble at the 1-yard line. And they hold the Black Cats out of the end zone.
What a terrific defensive effort by Crystal City.
Boy, they're going to have some momentum going into halftime now.
Oh, yeah. Being down by a score, man, that is big.
Hornets have to run some kind of a play. You can't just take a knee here. This gets a little bit dangerous. Crystal City now calls a timeout. Ball's actually marked at around the 2. They got a little bit of room there, not quite as close to the goal line as I thought. We'll leave it here as they will have the final play of the quarter coming up. 18.9 seconds remaining in the half. Herculaneum on top, 21-14. Unless Crystal City pulls out something fairly interesting here, that's probably going to be our halftime score.
Well, right now, both teams with the turnover now. But this time, I don't think Crystal City's going to be able to take advantage of the turnover they just got for them.
That was a huge defensive stand, though, by the Crystal City defense.
Yeah, it means a lot more. Maybe they won't get a score, but they keep Herculaneum from scoring practically on the goal line on that last play. But they've already had a couple botched snaps tonight, a couple fumbles for Crystal City. They really need to be holding on to that ball right now.
DeSoto's now at the half, leading Hillsboro 27-7. All right. Back to action here. Hornets are just going to try to push it up the middle as they were under center. Rothweiler just getting the snap and just pushing it up. He was under center that time, and that'll be the final play of the quarter. It will be halftime with Herculaneum on top by 7 over the Crystal City Hornets, 21-14. We'll take a break. We'll return to J.J. Comerford Stadium.
Kicking off for this exciting second half of play will be number 21, Casey Thornton.
Thornton with the kick. Line drive shot will be fielded from about the 15-yard line. Room up the middle, moment for Abate. Spins away from one man, and he's corralled, brought down around the 43. Good return by Abate and good field position for the Herculaneum Black Cats to start quarter number 3, leading by 7.
Yeah, it's a good chance for Herculaneum right here to pick up another score. Good field of positioning right now.
Crystal City looking to D up to start this first drive against the Black Cats. As Herculaneum will try to keep things moving the way they had through virtually the entire first half. That big goal line stand by the Crystal City defense right before the second quarter ended was absolutely huge.
Yeah, that's a big highlight.
But can they keep the momentum from that coming? Herculaneum spreads it out on their first play, and they hand it off and hit in the backfield. Abate dropped for a loss. Nathan Fisher coming through to make the big tackle, and Abate lost a lot of yards there. He is tackled back at the 38-yard line. That's a good loss of 5 yards.
It's a good job by Fisher right there. Just kind of come right out and just knock him over. I mean, it wasn't much of a tackle, but it worked.
Now out of the gun again, Labriere. He brings Abate in motion. Fakes the head off to him, and now they go to Shores. Shores is corralled up the middle. Brought down. Abernathy was the first to hit him. And Shores maybe lost some yardage there. He did. He loses one. Second and 16. Third and 16, excuse me.
Third down 16 for the Black Cats.
Hasn't happened many times tonight where the Crystal City defense has been able to push back both Shores and Abate. Back to back. That hasn't happened tonight at all.
They continue in the spread formation. Labriere gets the snap, fakes the handoff, looking to run. Now he tucks it, comes near side to the 40-yard line, and he gets popped pretty good at the 41. He picked up positive yardage, but he's short of the first down and took a hit there at the end. That was Zach Langley again. He's been all over the place out of that nose tackle position for Crystal City. Fourth and about 2 yards, and more than likely the Black Cats are going to punt here. I wouldn't be surprised if they pulled a fake, but with a lead, I don't think they're going to do that just yet.
I don't think so either. What a great job Crystal City's defense has been doing on this play, on this drive.
Now they spread it out. Labriere is going to be the punter. And he lets it fly. End over end kick. Takes a bounce at the 25, fielded at the 20. Coming near side is Morris. Morris escapes one tackle, still on his feet, getting back to the 25-yard line. Down he goes. A lot of running for not a lot of yards.
Yeah.
There's a flag on the far side, too.
Unfortunately, they couldn't really do much with that either. There really wasn't much more room to run.
Now the Hornets will try to get it done on offense. We'll see about the penalty on the far side of the field. Could be a block in the back. We'll find out. Great crowd here tonight, as we expected it would be, with these two close teams, close communities and proximity, going head-to-head tonight. The illegal block was the call against Crystal City, as we thought it could be. And the Hornets will be pushed back closer to their own end zone. This has the feel of a homecoming game here tonight.
Two homecoming. Both teams having a homecoming. It really does feel like that. Both crowds cheering a whole lot tonight for their respective ball clubs.
Crystal City first and 10 from the 15 after the penalty yardage tacked on after the run on the return. Twins to each side as Rothweiler again operating out of the pistol. Gets the snap and a delayed handoff up the middle to Prater. Prater fights for yardage to the 20. Picks up 5 hard yards. Second and 5 coming up.
Sorry, Ryan. Prater's last touch was a touchdown. This one goes for 5 yards.
Trips to the right, one to the near side. Lined up at the near side hash are the Hornets. Rothweiler gets the snap. Again goes to Prater. Prater with some room up the middle, picks up a first. Brings it across the 25 to the 27-yard line. First down run for Prater.
Brought down on the play by number 78.
We mark him down at the 28.
Got the Hornets first down.
First and 10, Crystal City. Yeah, it was an open hole right there for Prater, and no better play right there for Prater. Just ran right up that big hole.
Same formation, trips to the right, one receiver to the near side. Crystal City still on the near side hash mark. Now Rothweiler's going to tuck and run to the 30-yard line and a run out of bounds around the 33. Solid pickup for Rothweiler on the quarterback keeper. They mark him down just shy of the 34-yard line. That was a good 6 yards. Herculaneum trying to find their way on defense. As Crystal City so far keeping it on the ground and finding some positive yards. Fake handoff, Rothweiler looking to pass. Brings it over the middle, deflected, incomplete. Skylar Smith got his hands on it. It was intended for Stacy Thornton, but misdirected on the tip by Smith. Incomplete pass.
Skylar Smith kept his eyes on the quarterback, making sure where that ball was going to be delivered, and sure enough, he was able to put his hand up and bat it away.
3rd down and 4. Rothweiler gets the snap, fakes the handoff. Now he's rolling to the right side, looking to dump it off in the flat. Nobody open. Now he's going to run for it. He's got some room, and he will head out of bounds near the 40, and he'll pick up the 1st down with his feet.
Rothweiler on the quarterback feet.
Looks like they mark him out just shy of the 39, but it's still enough for the first. First down, Crystal City. So far, the Hornets moving it nicely on this opening drive, well, not opening drive, but their first drive in the second half. They held Herculaneum to a 3-and-out. Now they've picked up a couple of first downs. Rothweiler looking to pass near side, now goes far side. Catch made by Kloss. Sidesteps a man across the 50-yard line, brought down in Herculaneum territory at the 48.
Good job by Kloss to redirect after he caught that ball and get over the first down marker.
First down reception, Anthony Kloss. And Crystal City is into Herculaneum territory. Cats coming out with a cover 2. On defense, here's Rothweiler. Late pitch given to Prater right side. He's got some room, and he is tackled shy of the 40. Brought down at the 41. Good pickup for Prater. Prater took over as the leading tailback a couple of weeks ago after Robinson went down, or Washington rather went down with the injury, ending his season. 2nd down and 7, or excuse me, 2nd and 3 after a 7-yard gain. Crystal City still out of the shotgun in the pistol formation. They're going to pass in the flat near side, trying to set up a screen for Thornton. Thornton to the 40, gets inside the 40-yard line to the 35, brought down at the 32. Thornton's got enough for the first down.
That brings up another first down.
Thornton came into tonight's game with 628 yards receiving. Hellwig had 602, and they were the 2 top receivers on the team. Hellwig had a big first half, but especially first quarter, and then he was pretty quiet after that. A little end around, and it's Thornton trying to get to the right side, and he's held up for a moment. Now coming back near side, still on his feet. They're going to mark him down. I guess they're saying his knee hit the ground on the far sideline. Not on the far sideline, but on the far side, right at the 30. It's a 1-yard gain. It's 2nd and 9.
Ryan, you were talking about Thornton just a moment ago, one of the leading receivers on this team. That last catch was his first of the game.
Crystal City looking to the sideline. You get the play. They're in a twins to each side formation out of the pistol. Rothweiler tucks it and runs after the fake handoff to Prater, and Rothweiler will bring it inside the 25-yard line down to the 23. Rothweiler with a good pickup, using his feet once again. It's going to bring up 3rd down and about 2, a little over 2 yards.
3rd down to just a 3.
Rothweiler does have over 500 yards on the ground this year, so he does move the ball pretty well when he has to tuck and run.
Oh, yeah.
Very similar to the man that he had to replace this year because of injury, Neil Slabby. Rothweiler's going to pass far side to Thornton, tucks it inside, and then back to the outside corner. 15 down to the 10-5, pushed out of bounds inside the 5. Nope, didn't quite make it to the 5-yard line. They mark him out at the 8. Either way, it's going to set up 1st and goal for Crystal City. Hornets really doing a good job moving the ball with just small chunks of yards on this drive. Taking a lot of time off the clock, moving it consistently here on this drive.
Yeah, first it started with Prater with a few runs, and Rothweiler had his shot a couple times, getting a first down or 2. And then they went in the air, with Thornton a couple of times.
Rothweiler out of the gun, backs up, looking to the pass. He's going to heave it to the corner end zone near side. He's got a man, caught, touchdown. Austin Hellwig makes the catch near side corner of the end zone, and a chance for the Hornets to tie it up.
Hellwig in for the touchdown for the Hornets.
Just a little lob pass to the near side corner to one of the tallest players out there on the field, Austin Hellwig.
Definitely a design play for Hellwig right there. He was the only man on the Crystal City team that probably could have caught that over a cornerback, I guess you could say.
Here's the extra point attempt to try to tie it up. Ball's down, and the kick has the distance, makes its way through. Good. We are tied 21 all with 5:59 remaining in the third quarter. We'll take a break, and we are back with the kickoff in 1 minute on 1400 KJFF.
Bonte on the return. He's tackled on the play by number 6, Poley.
Herculaneum will begin the drive, 1st and 10 from their own 36-yard line after the return. Crystal City fights back to tie the game up at 21. A few updated scores, most of them from down south. St. Genevieve 27-12 over Park Hills. Farmington 19-6 over Sykeston. That's a big one there. Sykeston's an undefeated football team, and Farmington's got the lead on them. Handoff up the middle, some yards on forward progress for Herculaneum, and then nothing. Not much for Shores. He picks up maybe one. Potosi 35-21 over North County. It's Dexter 24-8 over Fredericktown. And Cape Central starting to pull away from Perryville 34-6.
Going to bring up 2nd down and 9 for the Black Cats.
Second down and about 8.5 or so. There's a flag that comes in on the far sideline. That might have been from somebody on the Herculaneum sideline, maybe saying something, or did he see something across the line, somebody offside? We'll see what this penalty is going to bring. It looks like it's against Herculaneum.
That's a new one to me.
I guess that's some kind of a sideline penalty against Herculaneum is the best I can make that one out. So it's 2nd and about 14 after the penalty. Went from 2nd and about 9 to 2nd and 14. Herculaneum goes back to the wishbone. (21-21) our score here in the third quarter. We're having a hard time getting things started here. Finally, the officials get it rolling after a little bit of a delay. Here's Shores running off left side. Shores breaks a tackle and brought down at the 37, 38-yard line. Shores with a pickup of a couple. That one good for about 6 yards, and it brings up third down and about 8. Crystal City would have a lot of momentum if they could hold them here.
It seems like there's been a switch of momentum ever since that goal line hold at the end of the first half. Crystal City has a little bit of an edge right now.
Labriere stepping back, looking to pass, flushed out of the pocket, set up a screen near side, and Abate can't hang on to it. Incomplete. That brings up 4th down, and Herculaneum may be punting here. I'm sure they're going to be punting. They don't want to give the Crystal City Hornets big field position here if they fail on a 4th down try. They're gonna punt it away, and they're gonna hope their defense can step up and stop them. 4:31 remaining in this third quarter. Crystal City, Herculaneum tied at 21. Stacey Thornton back deep. Nope, I'm sorry, that's Morris. Labriere will be the punter. Lets it go. Good kick. And Morris will make the catch at the 27. Brings it up to the 35-yard line, and the ball trying to be stripped out of his hands to no avail. Good tackle out there by number 54 for the Black Cats. Or is that 64? That's Partney. Crystal City will have it 1st and 10 on their own 33-yard line. Make it the 32.
Hornets take over, 1st down and 10. Ball's on their own 32-yard line.
Hornets now with some big-time momentum in their favor. Holding Herculaneum now twice, forcing them to punt in this third quarter, and they have scored a touchdown to tie the game up. Now, Crystal City could look for their first lead.
Yeah, for a defense that's given up 253 points coming into this game tonight, they definitely look great in the second half.
Rothweiler out of the gun. Looks to throw on 1st down. Pass near side to Helwig, made the catch but fell down right as he made the grab at the 41-yard line. Good for about, see where they mark him down exactly. Looks like it's good for about 8 yards. 2nd down and about 2.
8-yard completion brings up 2nd and 2 for Crystal City.
The last 8-yard reception, remember, Helwig had brought it in for a touchdown on that lob pass.
That's right. Austin Helwig has caught 2 touchdown passes in this game. Into the third quarter, DeSoto leading Hillsborough 34-7.
Wow.
Getting that one in from Eddie Marino, the athletic director. Here's Prater running near side, picks up a couple of yards and a 1st down. DeSoto running away from Hillsborough. DeSoto will be your undisputed district champion out of Class 4, District number 2. With a win tonight, and so far, it's in their favor over Hillsborough.
I thought Hillsborough really had a chance coming into this game tonight, you know, with the way they played against Potosi a couple of weeks back. And the way they've been playing a little better, but looks like DeSoto really showed them up tonight.
So far, that's the case. 1st and 10, Crystal City at their own 46. Rothweiler looking to throw, now he's going to tuck and run to the 50-yard line, sidesteps a man still on his feet, brought down at the 48. Good decision by Rothweiler. He's making good decisions out there, knowing when to run and when to hold in the pocket a little bit longer.
Yeah, that play marks disaster anytime you get a snap and you start fumbling around with it in the backfield. And he said, no, I'm not going to throw this one. I got to run up the middle. And he saw a great hole and a great opportunity, and he took it. 2nd down and about 1. Rothweiler looking to throw again. Goes right side, ball knocked into the air, incomplete, almost picked off by Womack. He should have picked that one off. He had position and everything in front of the intended receiver, Anthony Kloss. Yeah, it looked like he was the receiver on that one. It almost looked like it was going straight to him. And yeah, no doubt about it, he should have had that one. It was right in his hands. And thereafter, Kloss right behind him. Actually, got a finger on it too. He could have made a catch after the tip.
3rd down and about 1. You'll probably expect Crystal to maybe run for it here. And they are. It's Rothweiler to the near side. Gets stood up, still on his feet. Down he goes. No gain.
Rothweiler on the feet. Brought down on the play by 65.
He may have lost a little bit of yardage there, but he certainly did not come anywhere near the 1st down marker, and it brings up a big decision now for Coach White and the Crystal City offense.
Yep, do you go for it or not? That's the question, and I don't know. I think I'd give it a shot. I mean, you're at the 50-yard line.
They need about 2 yards, a little over 2 yards. 2.5 minutes remaining third quarter. The Hornets do line up like they're going to run a play here on offense. Rothweiler gets the snap there, going to try it for it, and the pass is thrown incomplete. They went to the flat right side to Thornton, off his fingertips, incomplete pass, and the Crystal Hornets turn it over on downs, back to Herculaneum, and the Black Cats have it on their own 49-yard line.
Yeah, Crystal City just rushed that play way too fast. It hadn't even begun to move yet for the screen to be ready for Thornton, and he already had to catch the ball. I think Rothweiler threw that one way too quickly. Although sometimes you got to do that, but I don't think that was one of those times. He had plenty of time to scoot back at least one more yard and give it a shot and throw it downfield.
Hand off Abate to the near side, looking for a guard to tackle to run in between, and he gets stood up after a minimal gain.
Kenny Everett has to lead the charge.
Maybe a half yard there, second and a long 9.
Short gain on the play, brings up second.
Abate really hasn't broke for anything big.
He's been held in check so far. This has been an excellent quarter of defense for Crystal City.
Last time he had anything big, above 4 yards, was that 33-yard touchdown he had back in the first half.
Hand off far side to Shores, trying to get to the corner. Shores with a full steam ahead, gets upended a bit, shy of the 45-yard line in Crystal City territory. It was a good tackle by Thornton to bring him down because Shores started to get his momentum going, and it could have been tough sledding the rest of the way. Instead, they held him to about a 4-yard run. It brings up 3rd and 5.
Yeah, he was just about to put the ignition on for the the afterburner right there. You could tell he was just about to pick up speed, and they brought him down.
He's about to change gears there.
He's another one of those guys they've really held in check as well in the second half.
Womack's comes in motion near side. They pitch it to Shores. Shores gets hit, and he will be pushed backwards right at the 45-yard line. He gets 1 yard on forward progress. Now it's going to be 4th and 4. And it is going to be another big decision coming up now on the Herculaneum side.
Still pretty much at the halfway mark and on the field, just at the 45.
This one far, far, far from over. What will the Black Cats do? Will they try to pin the Hornets deep? Or are they going to run a play here and go for the first down?
Might not get a play in, only 21 seconds to go in the third quarter.
Looks like they might be playing it safe. Labriere's going to punt it away. Lets it go far side, takes a bounce, rolls inside the 10, inside the 5, and right there at the 5-yard line, it will be down by Herculaneum. Crystal City will be pinned deep in their own territory.
You could not ask for a better punt than that right there. My goodness, what a punt.
That's just still on top of Afton, 23-0 in the third, as well as Windsor leading DeBerg 35-0. And as we mentioned, DeSoto 34-7 over Hillsboro. Park Hills actually is leading St. John 34-12. They had it reversed earlier. So apologize for that. Farmington 19-12 over Sykeston. They still have a lead against the undefeated Sykeston Bulldogs. Hornets running their first play from their own 4. Prater gets the handoff, gets hit, trying to push it forward, and he looks like he got to the 5. That's going to be about it, maybe 1 on the play. That's going to be it for the third quarter. We head to quarter number 4. Crystal City and Herculaneum tied at 21. We'll take a break back in 1 minute on 1400 KJFF. Crystal City, Herculaneum tied at 21 as we start the fourth quarter here at J.J. Comerford Stadium. Second down coming up. And about 9 for Crystal City. Herculaneum trying to rely on their defense to hold here in this game. Wow, this has been a heck of a ball game. Crystal City's never led in this game, but they have battled back to tie it.
Yeah, keyword battle right there. Both teams have been doing that tonight. Crystal and Herculaneum in this past quarter.
Rothweiler looking to pass, throws far side. He's got a man wide open. It's Jett, and he has the first down. Steps out of bounds around the 15-yard line. Jett made the catch. He was too close, though, to the sideline to really make any kind of a move to turn it upfield.
Yeah,
momentum just took him out of bounds right at the first down line.
And sometimes when you catch it too close to that line, you just kind of get pushed out of bounds. Nothing you can really do about it. But it was a good situation there, as he was already past the first down marker, so it really doesn't hurt. Just stops the clock.
Rothweiler again out of the gun. Fakes the handoff to Prater, rolling out to the right side. He's going to be sacked. Brought down back at the 5-yard line. It was Andrew Harrison making the play there, number 51 for the Herky Black Cats. He changed numbers before the game, and that was a big effort there by Harrison, and now Crystal City's looking at second down and about 20 after a 10-yard loss. Good pressure by that Herculaneum defensive front, getting in there and making things happen. Rothweiler out of the gun. Takes a snap, looking to the left side. Dumps it over the middle, incomplete. Nobody was really in the area. Jet was the closest one. He had to get rid of it quickly. Nobody was open, though, on that play. Now it's third and long.
That was great defensive effort right there, as everybody was covered. Nowhere to go for Rothweiler on that one.
Third down and 21. Crystal might be emptying the backfield, perhaps. No, you see Prater come to the sideline. No, there is somebody else in there at the tailback spot. That looks like Morris. I'm almost surprised they're not just going with a flat 5-receiver formation. Crystal's going to call a timeout and talk it over here on this third and very long.
Not a bad idea. We're going to get this figured out. You can't get this wrong, because if you do, all of a sudden, you know, you're going to have to punt out of that situation. And you don't want to do that. You never like to punt out of your own end zone.
I want to continue to thank some sponsors: Scenic Nursing and Rehabilitation Center in Herculaneum, DeVite Electric in DeSoto, Ruther Ford in Herculaneum, Robi Machine and Manufacturing in Festus, St. Paul Motors in Herculaneum, Crescent Plumbing Supply in Herculaneum, Sears of Crystal City and Perryville, Reardon, Linderer and Associates in Festus, Jefferson College in Arnold and Hillsborough, Farrell Gas, Bootsy Unichim USA in Festus. At the moment, Herculaneum, Crystal City tied up, 21 all, 11:03 remaining in the ball game. Crystal City looking at a third down at about 21 from their own 4-yard line. Not going to be an empty backfield. Again, it's going to still be the pistol formation. But I would not be surprised if they use Morris as a receiver. He heads out on a pattern. He's right now the tailback. He may stay back there to help block a little more. You don't want to give up a safety right now, that's for sure.
Oh, yeah.
Rothweiler back to pass, looking left side, now over the middle. Now he's going to run with it. Up the middle to the 5-yard line, now to the 10. Escapes a tackle, still on his feet, run out of bounds around the 12. Herculaneum did a good job of keeping him pinned and hemmed in. He got some yardage, got a little bit of room for his team, but he's still 13 yards short of a first down. The only thing that does help is Crystal City gets themselves a little bit of room for the punt.
Yeah, and I think that's what they need to do right now.
Rothweiler is the punter. He's rolling to the near side. Now he lets it go soccer style. Takes a bounce. Brings up to about the 42-yard line. Not a great punt. Herculaneum's going to have it at the Hornets 42. Great field position for the Black Cats.
Yeah, you probably want a little more distance on that punt, but how many times can you get a great punt out of about the 10-yard line from a high school level as well?
Certainly not a bounce that really helped the Hornets that much.
No.
It did continue to go the same direction that it was kicked from, but not enough end-over-end action there. Herculaneum goes back to their power formation, that wishbone. Hand off to Shores. Shores to the near side, the 40-yard line, inside the 30 and out of bounds. Shores picks up a big first down on the first carry of the drive. Inside the 30, we mark him down at the 28.
First time he's had 10 or more yards since the first half. And he ran for 13 early on. Other than that, it's just been either a loss of a couple of yards or a gain of a couple of yards.
This time it's Abate, right side, and then cuts back up the middle. Short gain brought down just shy of the 25-yard line, only 2 yards for Abate. Shores did have one run earlier that went for about 29 yards. That was early on, though.
Yeah, that might have been on the first drive. Herculaneum had, or the second drive, either one of those in the first half.
Second down and 8 coming up for Herculaneum. Again, they're tied with Crystal City, 21 all. Winner of this game will host a regional game next Wednesday. The losing team is still in the playoffs, but they will have to go on the road. Under center, Labriere, back to pass. Looks over the middle, throws, it's tipped into the air, and it is caught! Tipped into the air, back to a different receiver. Caught into the end zone for a touchdown, Aaron Fuller. How about that? Good for 28 yards and a touchdown for Herculaneum on a tipped pass from one intended receiver to a totally different receiver.
Lots of confusion there for Crystal City to try to figure it out. All of a sudden, Fuller's in the end zone.
Herculaneum grabs the lead back.
Kind of breaks the ice, too.
Here's the extra point attempt, and the kick has the distance. It is good. Herculaneum back on top of Crystal City, 28-21. Back for the kickoff to the Hornets in 1 minute on 1400 KJFF. Herculaneum on top 28-21. The squib kick will be fielded by one of the up men, pouncing on it after it hit Susan and went straight to the ground. Susan thought better of it and just pounced on it. And the Hornets will have it first and 10 from their own 33-yard line, down by 7. Herculaneum grabbing the lead. Herculaneum has either had the lead or has been tied. Crystal City has never led in this one. Hornets begin the drive with 9:02 remaining in the ball game. They're down by 7. Man in motion, that's Jet. Jet to the far side, back to pass. Rothweiler throws, has a man, caught at the 40, checked that 36-yard line, and then wrestled backwards. Jet made the catch, but only for a couple of yards.
Number 65, Blake McDermott.
He's at the 41. That catch good for about 3. Second down at about 7.
Second and 7 for the Hornets.
Herculaneum with a little momentum, coming up with one of those unusual plays to score that last touchdown on a tipped pass that was intended for one receiver but caught by another. Looking near side, Rothweiler goes down. He is sacked by Partney. Partney with the sack. Big loss for the Crystal City Hornets. Ball marked back at the 30-yard line. It went from second down and 7 to third down and 13.
Big defensive play right there from Herculaneum. And you've seen that a lot tonight. Not that blatantly of a sack, but you have seen a few sacks tonight. I count them in my head, top of my head, it's 4.
Rothweiler looking to pass, far side, he's got a man, incomplete, intended for Thornton off his fingertips. Had he caught that one, he would have been gone.
That is a heartbreaker right there. Practically the Hail Mary pass right there, and Thornton just missed it. Right off his fingertips. Oh man, that would have been sweet.
Just off the fingertips. Brings up 4th down and 13. Crystal City will have to punt. They're going to have to hope their defense can keep it a one-score game. And somebody moved on the Crystal City line. It'll be false start against Crystal City, and that'll move them back 5 yards. And they will punt from a little bit further back.
That's 7 penalties on the night for Crystal City. Herculaneum only 3.
Number 21, Frank Abate.
Second in the second half for Crystal City.
Abate back deep for Herculaneum.
Back across for the Hornets, number 15.
Standing at the 45-yard line. Standing back at the 12 is Rothweiler. Let's go the rugby-style kick to the near side. Takes a Crystal City bounce. Rolls inside the 40, now to the 35. Rolls all the way to the 31.
Wow.
Now that's a punt that worked out pretty well. No return. And the punt good for close to 40 yards there.
Yeah, after getting that penalty against them, he got that back, I would have to say.
Herculaneum with a 28-21 advantage has the football on their own 31-yard line. Right now the difference of the game, Labriere's pass to Aaron Fuller just a couple of minutes ago to put the Cats up 28-21. Now Herculaneum looking to take some time off the clock a bit. Hand off to Abate right side. Langley hits him, dropped him for no gain. May have actually lost one. He did. First down, second down, and 11 coming up. Chilly night here at J.J. Comerford Stadium, something I'm sure everybody's not used to.
No, this is the first chilly night we've had for football, for sure.
Funny thing is, it's going to warm back up again by the weekend. This is not going to hang around, at least not yet.
Crazy weather.
Pitch to Abate right side, trying to get to the corner, spinning, and goes down just shy of the 35. 34-yard line, he goes down.
And number 17, Logan Jett.
Abate picking up about 4 on that play. It's going to be 3rd and 7.
Bring up a 3rd and long 7 for the Black Cats.
6.5 minutes remaining and counting in this ball game. As Herculaneum leads it 28-21.
Big play for the defense of Crystal City right now, if they can stop them.
Labriere is going to roll out near side, trying to get to the edge. He's hit by Kloss in the backfield, sacked back at the 28-yard line. That'll bring up 4th down. Crystal City D's up and gets the job done. Kloss with the sack of Labriere. And the Hornets will get the football back.
It was a good one-on-one tackle as well, open field tackle. It's a good job by Kloss to bring him down. He was even, I guess, not a swim move, but kind of stiff-armed. Still was able to bring him down.
Interesting to note, too, that both quarterbacks are the punters. So sometimes you just never know when they're actually going to punt the ball.
Yeah.
Labriere lets go a good one. It will be fielded on a bounce, but then big time tackle. Abate slams Morris down at the 25-yard line.
Big tackle there. That wasn't. That was a big boy tackle right there.
That was a tackle with a message.
Yes. Sending a message for sure. Picked him up, slammed him down practically.
Hornets will have a long way to go on their own 25-yard line. Trips to the near side for Crystal City. Rothweiler out of the gun, gets the snap. Prater gets the handoff. A little bit of room up the middle. Across the 30, brought down at the 33. Good run for Prater. Picks up a good 7 yards or so there. Brings up second and about 3. Final score from DeSoto. The Dragons defeat Hillsboro 41-13. DeSoto district champions. How about that? Congrats to Coach Thompson and the Dragons.
Had a good year.
And it continues. Prater with the handoff up the middle. Picks up the first down. Moving the pile forward to the 40, almost to the 40-yard line. Brought down at the 39. Moves the chains though. First down.
All right, we were talking a minute ago about the Herculaneum running backs, Abate and Shores, not having the big runs. for a while, but Prater really hasn't had a big run in this game at all. Just the 13-yarder, which was the first touch he had in the game.
Rothweiler pass to the far side, caught by Thornton at the 40. Thornton ahead to the 50-yard line, 40. Down the sideline he goes, inside the 20, knocked out of bounds.
But there is a flag on the play, Ryan.
There's a flag.
Flag is back at the 47-yard line of Herculaneum, almost like a hold or a block in the back after the catch was made by Thornton.
Yeah, I think that's going to bring this one back.
He'll get some of the yardage on that catch, but not all of it, that's for sure. It was a penalty that happened after the catch. It's going to be a hold against the Hornets. There was a hold that happened, again, after the catch was already made by Stacy Thornton.
Yeah, it didn't even need to happen. Thornton was already gone.
It was a hold in which they were trying to keep Thornton open,
right,
giving him a chance, just a little too much aggressive blocking there and holding by Crystal City. That's going to bring a good chunk of the yardage back. Again, it goes from the spot of the foul. So with it being at the 47-yard line in Herculaneum territory, the ball gets moved back to the 43-yard line in Crystal City side. So it's actually first down and about 7.
About 7 yards to go, ball's on the Hornet.
Not very often you see first down and 7. Rothweiler out of the shotgun, looks to pass, brings it to the near side. He's got a man open, that's Jet. He goes to the ground and he catches it. Yes, he did. He hauled it in and went down at the 44-yard line in Herculaneum territory. First down reception for Jet.
Jet has become one of the go-to guys for Rothweiler tonight.
Who's that slot receiver?
Yeah.
He and Thornton kind of used quite often as the slot receivers. Those are the guys that are open over the middle a lot of the time. Rothweiler hands off to Prater. Prater trying to keep his feet moving and finally goes down at the 41. Maybe not quite to the 41, at the 42. He fought hard for those 2 yards.
Sure did. Just kept moving his legs. And that's how you get the job done. Chip it away. That's what he's been able to do tonight.
2nd and 8. Still a decent amount of time for Crystal City, just under 3.5 minutes. Jet gets the snap, hands off to Prater, sidesteps a man, trying to get his feet moving. Inside the 40 he goes, brought down at the 36.
He tried to escape the big man, Jimmy Creeley. Couldn't do it. Thought he was going to be able to sidestep away from him, but instead Creeley brings him down with an ankle tackle and then helped by another defensive end from Herculaneum.
Ball marked at the 37-yard line, 3rd down and 3 coming up for the Hornets. Rothweiler out of the gun, twins to each side. They're lined up on the right hash. Rothweiler looking over the middle, throws incomplete over the head of Thornton. The Herculaneum defensive backs didn't get a good look at that ball, otherwise that could have been picked off. That was in the vicinity of a couple of different defenders there for Herculaneum, but they never saw the ball.
Yeah, and I think if, like you said, I think if they would have, Aaron Fuller was right there. He saw it at the last second, tried to put out his arms, but he was too far away. That would have made a big difference if that ball was caught.
4th down and 3 coming up. The Hornets need this badly. They have to get this. Rothweiler looking to pass, brings it near side, incomplete. Trying to get it to Anthony Kloss, and it's out of his reach. And the ball goes back to Herculaneum with 2:36 left in the game.
2 minutes and 36 seconds left in this 4th quarter.
This is going to make it tough. If Herculaneum keeps the ball and brings that clock down, it's going to keep it really tough for Crystal City to claw back into this one. What a great game this has been.
This has certainly been a tough football game. Both teams have played very, very well tonight, and it has been fun. Abate gets the handoff right side, brings it across the 40. They mark him down at the 41-yard line, almost to the 41. About 3-yard pickup there for Abate. The clock right now is the biggest enemy for Crystal City, and the Hornets have to burn a timeout to stop the clock with 2 minutes, 30 seconds left. We'll take a 30-second break and bring it back here late in the ball game. Herculaneum trying to run out the clock as they lead it 28-21 here on KJF. Second down and 7 coming up for the Herculaneum Black Cats as they lead by 7 over Crystal City. We'll go back to the wishbone formation. Under center, Labriere hands off to Shores. Shores looking for room up the middle. He gets stood up, nowhere to go. He was hit originally by 66 Doyle. Gary Doyle got to him first. No gain on the play for Shores. It brings up third down. Crystal City burns another timeout. Stops the clock with 2:23 remaining.
I guess it's something you got to do. As that clock's going, you got to get rid of those timeouts.
You got to give yourself a chance. It means you got to get the football back. Third down conversion coming up. This one is absolutely huge. These teams have not played since 1999, and the worth has kind of been weighed. It's well worth it.
Yeah, it's been a heck of a game.
It's been a great game tonight. Fun game.
Yeah, the last game wasn't too good for the crowd to watch. It was a blowout, the way you were talking about earlier.
Yeah, the 1999 game, the last meeting, 55-0, Herculaneum. Wow. This one is far from that.
Yeah, far from that. Exactly.
Third down and 7 coming up for the Herculaneum Black Cats. They bring back that wishbone formation yet again. Handoff to Shores, coming near side. Shores to the 40, breaks a tackle, flies forward, and he may have enough as he extended his arm at the last moment to get to the 47. That is awfully close. That is going to be close.
Wow. They may have it.
I think they're going to get it. They may have to bring the chains in just to be sure, just because of how important this play actually is. And yeah, they're going to do it.
Yeah, you might as well get it right and think after the game, I think we probably should have checked that. It's a good job that they're doing this.
This is going to be awfully close. And you got to figure if Herculaneum doesn't make this first down, they're going to go for it on 4th and short. And that would try to put the game away. Let's see what we got.
Oh, it may be short.
And they got it. Herculaneum gets the first down. We got it by 3/4 of the football. Final scored, Windsor winning 41-0 over Bishop DeBerg as a final. Windsor's into the playoffs, as is Festus. They got it done against Afton tonight, 32-0. Windsor's going to end up being your district champ, and Festus is going to end up being your runner-up. Both will get into the playoffs. Herculaneum now just needs to run a few plays to finish it off. 2:17 remaining.
Yep.
They get the all-important first down, 1st and 10 from their own 47th. Labriere under center. Here in this wishbone formation yet again for the Cats. Gets the snap. Hands off to Abate, running right side. He'll pick up a couple. Brought down just shy of the 50. Festus game is in the 4th, by the way. That's not a final just yet. I'm sorry, it actually is still being played. But they're up 32-0 in the 4th quarter. Seems very favorable for the Tigers. Second down and about 8 coming up for Herculaneum. They'll take as much time as they possibly can.
Yeah.
Play clock is down to 9. They're going to have to hurry. You don't want a delay of game at this point, but they're going to get close to that. Nope, they got it off. Pitch right side to Abate, looking for the corner. The 50-yard line, 45, inside the 45 in Crystal City territory. Down he goes, close to first down yardage.
Yeah, first down here is pretty much all she wrote.
And I believe he stayed in bounds, too.
Yeah.
Which is good. That's exactly what Herculaneum wants him to do, is stay in bounds. He's got the first down, 1st and 10. Herculaneum at the Crystal City 43. Just shy of the 43. Minute 10 seconds and counting remaining in the game, and Herculaneum may bring out the victory formation now. And it looks like that's what they will do. Knee taken by Labriere. What a game it was between these two teams. First time in too long that they've gone head-to-head, and it has been a good one. And Herculaneum will come away with the victory here tonight over Crystal City to win the Class 2 District 2 championship game.
Yeah, Crystal City coming away with this game tonight. They're not out of the playoffs just yet.
They're still in.
They're still in, so this game doesn't really hurt them that much, except for not getting the home field advantage, of course. But other than that, it's kind of a tough night. They really played well.
That is going to do it. Herculaneum wins it 28-21 over Crystal City. And your Herculaneum Black Cats will be hosting a regional game next Wednesday, most likely against Malden.